Item. SCP-472. Object Class. Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-472 is to be kept in the center of an empty, locked cell measuring 37 meters x 37 meters, 122 x 122 feet. All personnel wishing to enter for research purposes must undergo a psychological evaluation and submit a research request before being permitted entry. Personnel should not remain within 18 meters, 60 featuring of the stone for more than 5 minutes without being directly monitored by security personnel. Update 472001. No personnel exposed to SCP-472 through Stage 6 of its effects may be allowed more than 4 consecutive minutes of further exposure without direct approval of Site Command. Update 472002. Once every 60 days, 1D class personnel must be exposed to SCP-472 for a period of between 10 and 27 minutes. Update 472003. Due to biomass loss, no personnel may be exposed to SCP-472 more than once in a 48-hour period without explicit approval by Dr. A. Jones. Description: SCP-472 is a red garnet, of the pyropspecitite variety, of unusual size, 1.8 carat. The phrase "for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart" has been engraved in 2 mm, 0.08 in, high lettering on the stone surface. Relevance of the phrase is unknown. When any organism possessing a heartbeat passes within an 18-meter, 60 featuring radius of SCP-472, that subject will begin to hear the distant beating of a heart within their head. The heartbeat heard directly corresponds with the subject's own heartbeat, with the frequency of the palpitations increasing or decreasing with the pulse of the subject. Prolonged exposure causes a variety of additional psychological effects. Stage 1. Onset 5-7 minutes. Low-level feelings of unease and anxiety. Effects cease immediately on vacating area. Stage 2. Onset 6-21 minutes. Gradually increasing feelings of anxiety and paranoia. Effects decrease on vacating area and cease within 5 minutes. Stage 3. Onset 18-27 minutes. High-level feelings of anxiety and paranoia. Subject begins to hallucinate, reporting seeing the world around them tinged with red and hearing vague whispering noises. 27% of subjects also report strong feelings of guilt. Effects decrease within 20 minutes of vacating area and cease within 60 minutes. Stage 4. Onset 34-59 minutes. Previous symptoms increase. Hallucinations become more vivid and visual. Frequent hallucinations include rivulets of blood trailing down the walls, images of dead bodies, thumping, screaming, and ambulatory corpse-like figures. 65% of subjects rendered mentally incapable of leaving the influence of SCP-472. Effects decrease within 60 minutes of vacating area and cease within 3 hours. Stage 5. Onset 55-69 minutes. Previous symptoms increase. 100% of subjects rendered mentally incapable of leaving the influence of SCP-472. 38% of subjects exposed enter a state of catatonia. This state has a 76% fatality rate if subjects are not removed from SCP-472's area of influence. Effects decrease within 6 hours of vacating area and cease within 24 hours. Stage 6. Onset 361 723 plus minutes. Surviving subjects now capable of leaving the influence of SCP-472. though many do not realize this unless prompted. Previous symptoms vary in degree of intensity and become sporadic, alternating with periods of lucidity indefinitely until subject leaves or is removed from the area. Effects cease within 24 hours of vacating area. SCP-472 was recovered from the mansion residence of Redacted, a wealthy man living in Redacted. Foundation investigators were alerted by local reports of hauntings by domestic staff after Redacted was hospitalized by a fall. Mobile Task Force Delta 5, Frontrunners, was assigned to investigate due to possible connection to ongoing projects. Investigation narrowed down the origin of the anomalous effects to SCP-472, which had been prominently displayed in Redacted S-Jewel Collection. Origin of SCP-472 is under investigation.